I got a crazy question to ask you. What happens when you catch the car? Yeah, I know I told you it was a crazy question. What happens for you when this works? What does success on this platform look like for you? I should start this video out by saying these opinions are mine and they might be a little different from yours and or flagrant, but they're mine and I'm going to say what I got to say because I don't hold back. I love you. I want you to create the best content you can so you can help out as many people as possible. Now let's get into the video. I think it's super important that you take the time out to visualize this. And I know you're going to say, okay, some of you people have been here for a minute. You're like, Doc, you make this video every couple of months. And I'm like, yeah, because it's important. I just saw a video today. Some of you may have saw it as well about some pretty prominent creators who are like, yeah, we're done. We're going to quit. And I got about halfway through and kind of sort of had to stop watching because I was getting a little judgy. I don't like to put myself in that position. Sorry, weird noises you hear me is unboxing DJI Osmo Pocket 3 kit because, you know, that's my life now. They basically, long story short, typically, long story short, and every story is a little different, but they have a similar arc. You know how in movies, Romeo and Juliet's story has been told about 5,100 times? Yeah. So we started a channel doing what we want because we really love making videos and we wanted to share our process along the way. We got good at it and we started making more videos, and then the brand deals came in and the brand deals started asking us to make videos, and it kind of lost its fun because we were making what the brand wanted us to do, not necessarily what we want to make, even though we told ourselves is what we want to make because the bag is good. And there is nothing wrong with that plan. Let me first and foremost say there is nothing wrong with their plan. There is technically, I'm going to say technically in quotes, there's technically nothing wrong with that plan because it is a decent living. My only caveat, my only druthers, if you will, is I feel like for the creators that do that and they have a modicum of success, there becomes a point where, again, they're no longer making what they want to make and they decide to quit, which is completely up to them. But then what you just leaving all of those people out to hang who have developed a relationship with you? Now, it's your Kuliana. Just like in a breakup, you could just leave. I mean, that's your Kuliana. Sorry, let me not use Hawaii words because I don't want to make it confusing. That is your responsibility. It's completely up to you. You're allowed to do that. No one's going to judge you for it. I'm not judging in this particular case, which is why I stopped watching it. But I just wonder what the thought process is when I just talked about posting and ghosting yesterday. Now, this is a little different because they had a very long run in the content they made. I know for a fact from people that I know that watch them that they have put together a serious body of work that has helped thousands. And I mean thousands. I'm going to go in and quantify it as thousands of people, which is fine. But I guess my weird question to the air, meaning me and you guys, is now that I know that you guys are enjoying this content, as I edge closer to 20,000, trust you me, I get about 6 emails a day from companies that want me to check out product. And I just agreed to one, but, you know, I always have to tell them, yo, I'll throw it in my video, but I'm not out here making commercials for you. I'm not a marketing agency. I like the product, video gets made, I share it with my homies, they buy it, cool. They don't, cool. But it's not about cranking out video after video after video, and as we joke around on Uncensored, in shill mode. And let's get this straight. I don't think there's anything wrong with shilling for a company the way people call it, because they're misguided in their explanation of the words. I will be here weeks, like in a couple of weeks, singing high praises for one of my brands that I work with. But I don't ask them for monetary compensation to sing those praises, because I get my fulfillment out of helping out as many as you as possible. I am gainfully fun employed, which is weird because it's technically I have my own thing, but technically I also have a job. But my job, and this joke came up in the video. They say, if you find a job doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And they kind of poo-pooed the concept. And I was like, that is true. Went out of the way to poo-poo that concept, but it is true because my work allows me to fulfill my purpose. So when you have your purpose wired, I will stand on this ground until it actually happens to me. And when it happens to me, I will apologize to all of you. But everybody that comes on the TV, YouTube, and says that they're burned out because of the content that they're making, not clinical burnout, burned out because of the content that they're making, and they're no longer having fun, and now it feels like a job, I will stand on, you didn't have your purpose completely aligned. You had a dope passion project which blew up and then made you start having to do things to one up that. It is an oversimplified explanation, granted. I don't want this video to be 7 hours long. It is hyper reductive, granted, but the premise is still the premise. And this is why I hate that. Oh, follow your passions, follow your dreams. Passions fade, dreams wake up. Purpose is indelible. Purpose is a rude boy Sharpie. Why does he have a gold Sharpie? I have no idea. Purpose is indelible. My homegirl, Michelle Lawrence, says, make your mark. I'm talking about non-erasable mark. So because that doesn't make me great. This is just, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I just want to say that knowing your purpose makes life easier. It doesn't make you better than the next person. But I highly suggest you find it because it has been the release of my life that has allowed me to let go of all myriad sorts of hangups, all myriad sorts of the STRESS word. I don't even use that word in my vocabulary. Only time I use that word in my vocabulary is if I'm talking about this here piece of plastic, and when you bend it like this, it's going to break this seam because it's putting too much stress on the seam. When it comes to attaching that word to my body, my brain, my mindset, I never utter that word in relationship to myself. I hate that word. So what does that allow me to do? It's not because I'm playing games with the dictionary, homie. It's because I put myself in positions to be that free. I set myself up with systems to remain that free. And when then other people try to dump it on me, I can be like, talk to the hand. Now, there is occasions where I have no choice but to eat, let's call it broccoli. I have no choice but to eat broccoli and take on somebody else's, that word, and basically absorb it like a sponge, more yet a charcoal filter. But because I am so free of it, I can absorb that. And I just absorb it, water off a frog's back. I am forced at least once or twice a week because of the JOB to take some heinous person's S and let it roll off my back. Now, I have systems in place. When that stuff gets to me and I feel like it's going to turn into that thing, Paul, Louise, Mary Lou, my other co-workers, and I just let it out. I legit called Lou the other day. Well, she called me to check on me because I hurt my back. But then I said, hey, I got to have a hater moment for like one section. I got to get it out of my system. And she was like, go. We have a thing. If you're having a STRSESS day, just like I'm talking to little kids, I'm sorry. I'll say the word to make it easier. But I hate that word. If you're having a stress day, if you're having a day of more than adequately whelmed, I phone a friend. I give myself 15 minutes to fester and no more. I'm normally done in under 5. But I have a hard, fast rule. You have 15 minutes to fester. And if you can't do something about it, you release and walk the frogs away. Stop sponging. And by sponging, I mean absorbing other people's stress, applying it to yourself, and putting yourself in a bad way. And I'm swinging it all the way back to content creation. If you take on some brand deals or some projects or some things that you can't quite handle, you are applying that to yourself. If you start making content that you don't love because you feel like you got to feed the dragon or feed the algorithm or feed the system, yeah. So yes, are you allowed to take a break? Absolutely. I'm just telling you, so far, 100 and something days in, this is sucker free, bro. I just come in here, I press record, I talk to y'all, I handle my business. And I think a lot of it has to do is once you start trying to get brand deals, you start over editing videos. You start trying to come up with cute concepts and whatever. And I get that. But that level of bag chasing will set you up every time. I have watched no less. I've watched no less than 25 of people who were top of the food chain when I decided to turn this switch on full blast in 2019 that are either completely gone or cried on the TV 5 or 6 times or completely bowed out. Some of them came back. Some of them stayed bowed out. And so many new creators are, how do I get the bag? How do I get brand deals? How do I get sponsored? I'm like, have you not seen the signs, my friend? Have you not seen the signs? All right. I just wanted to say that. And again, this is not me. I don't think that I'm any better. I think one of the advantages I have is age has applied some levels of wisdom. I won't go as far as call it a privilege, but I have lived enough of my life that I could do this whether I gained the red cent from it or not. And I have no wish for popularity. I've done that already. I performed on stage with some of the most famous names in hip hop. That part of my life is over. You know, I've rocked the party with 10, 15,000 people screaming and yelling your name and answering to every word, and pretty messed up on many of those occasions. I got some of the dopest homies all over the planet. So I like that part is not needed. But knowing every day when I get a comment from one of y'all was like, damn, I needed to hear this right now. Thank you for this. Oh, this was really great. This came just like a couple of days ago. I took the advice you gave to heart, and I feel like it's getting where I want to go. Bingo. That's what this game is about. Likes are important. That's why I say it at the end of every video. Subscribers are not really important, but they're helpful because I do realize that once I break 20K, the algo will show my video to a different set of people. And every person that is allowed to see my video is another person. It gives me the opportunity to hopefully bless them with the knowledge, to allow them to give up all of the craziness and tell their story because somebody wants to hear their story. The only way I'm going to get to my purposeful mission of impacting the lives of 1 billion people is to teach as many people as possible to get over their fears, let the BS their parents and girlfriends and boyfriends and husbands or whatever told them, and find their true identity and start helping other people. The only way I could do this is volume. So I come here every day, 7 days a week, and create a video to try to get there. You don't have to copy that method, but I guarantee you have something dope inside you waiting to come out. And I hope you found this so that you can let it go. Our whole community will back you. Everybody will back you. I see you guys showing up in each other's streams now. When I'm lurking in the dark or watching you guys' videos, I see you guys connected with each other. That right there, that's the bag. I don't need Sony to give me a camera. I could buy a camera. The more of y'all that join the membership, the more Sony cameras I could buy. The more affiliate stuff that you buy on my affiliate links, the more cameras I can buy. The more Doc Pops you buy, the more cameras I can buy. That's the bag. Help people. They like the stuff. They purchase it with your link. They use your affiliate codes. That's the bag. Is that bag going to buy me a Tessie? Nope. Is that bag going to buy me an Outlander Jeep so I can play in the woods? Nope. But is that bag going to help a whole bunch of people make better content and make the world better because everybody likes to complain about how bad it is right now? And although, yes, right now it's pretty silly, the world is good. People are good. And insert your favorite deity here is good. Let's refocus, fam. Let's refocus. I'm fully focused, man. I don't know who needed to hear this, and it went way longer than I wanted, but hey, I got to get some ish off my chest, and that's what I do. So if you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button. See, I told you I was going to say it. So you never miss another one of these random Doc Got Some Things to Say videos. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch. And I agree with it.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet.